Well, okay, here we are again. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you this. Let's see. Oh here, well, let's see. What I wanted to ask you for is if you had any other memories you want to talk about your boys. You know, that you have, that I guess are kind of coming.
Now let's see what you want me to do now to talk about what, huh?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see. Things I have to talk about was if you had any other memories of your boys, you know, that were good, were fun. You know, we've talked about the Shetland ponies and in little Jimmy when he was doing the singing in front of the people. And just if you had any other ones you might think about, and then maybe something else would be.
Let's see, we had, I can tell about Billy with riding the Pony Express.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. You want me to start?
Yeah.
Well, when we had all our ponies for each one of us to ride, we did get a registered horse that was a beautiful horse to ride, and Bill was the professional rider for this horse. When they found out that Bill was a very good horse rider in Marysville, they called and wondered if he would ride the Pony Express from St. Joe, Missouri to Marysville and carry the mail bag into Marysville. So we were thrilled. So Bill got on the horse and came flying into Marysville with the $1,000 mail bag on the horse, and they took pictures of him and Bud and Larry and Richard and I were very thrilled to be there to watch our big horse and Bill on there. Mm-hmm. And so it was a day that we'll never forget. Okay,
He actually, the Pony Express was still going on when he did that?
No, because my great-grandfather was a rider for the Pony Express.
Oh, I thought you said Bill.
Well, Bill wrote, this is a rerun to show the people.
Oh, okay. It was a demonstration reenactment.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
My great-grandfather was a Pony Express rider.
Okay.
And but then Billy was the rider they had for the show. I don't know if that...
Cool. No, that's cool. Well, I gotta change something. I don't like the way I'm set up here. I can't see the camera. Okay. Well, let's see. Something else I have on my notes are something I didn't realize was Todd, which was Kevin's boy.
Uh-huh.
He passed away.
Yes.
Now, what's the story with, how did that happen?
Well, he was let me see, was he in school? I really, let's see, I know it was with the flu, but I was in school, so he wasn't very old. I don't remember. He was the middle boy. It was Kevin and Todd and Michael. Yeah, the middle boy. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And so, but he's buried in water, or over in where Larry and Thelda are.
Yeah, I saw him when I was over there.
Over there.
So you don't remember much about him?
I don't. Not no more than that.
Yeah.
Because I know that he had gone, he was here in school and he had, well, I suppose the flu, at that time, it was real sudden.
Yeah.
And so.
Here, let's see. Am I doing this wrong? Dang it. I forget. You don't remember much about Todd, then you don't remember, I mean, you know, so you have lost a grandchild too, as well as, you've also lost a grandchild in addition to your children, and so you don't remember much about that, or?
Well, he just died. I meant, you know, what I'm
Right.
getting at, that because he had the flu or something. Because I know that he died. They called real suddenly that they had taken him to the doctor in Omaha, and he died. And but it was flu time, so no doubt with that took his
He
life.
was kind of my age, though, wasn't he? He was like, oh gosh, what year was that? I don't have it in front
Well,
of me.
he was going to college.
Yeah, I mean, he died in what year? Here, I'll tell you. Whoops, no, I won't be telling you.
Well, I know it's.
Larry got married in '59.
Yeah.
So so he would have been younger than me, actually. And see, I don't remember people dying in the flu back when I was.
I'll tell you what, he was in school, because I know he went to they have a place where they go there if you're in college here for the murder to get medicine, and so he got and he was going home but wasn't there very long till they said that he had passed away with the flu.
Here, I got a picture for you to look at. Was this the kind of, was that the kind of car? Was that looked like the car that Billy had?
Yeah, I imagine so.
Does it look like it?
It looks like it.
Yeah, because you said it was a Metropolitan.
Huh?
You said it was a Metropolitan?
That was one of Bill's.
Yeah, Bill's.
Yeah, that was Bill's. He brought it from Hawaii.
Right. So you don't, I mean,
I-
does that look like it?
Well, it would sit on our front porch.
Yeah, that's a little bitty car.
Yeah, it was. That's it, because I rode in it
Oh, yeah?
on everything, because he brought it home from Hawaii,
Uh-huh,
and that's the one they had their accident in.
right. Yep. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe I've asked you everything I need to ask you.
Hmm?
Maybe I've asked you everything I need to ask you.
Well, I'm kind of a poor one for the dates, unless I've written them
Well,
someplace.
that's okay.
And
The other things I got in my note was about Thelda, and, you know, and she was, her passing, but
she died with cancer of the breast.
right.
Yeah.
Right. So what about maybe? So what are some of the other ways you've helped people? Let's see. I remember you said you wrote letters in the service, and then you watch the newspaper and see if you sometimes see people in the newspaper,
Yeah.
and so you'll send them letters.
Yes, I wrote letters to all the all the people in the service that I knew anything about or knew them, and so nothing to do, but in the evenings, but I wrote letters every night. And of course, 2 cents a letter at that time. And so that made a difference. And now I still, I've just got boxes and boxes of letters that, for my birthday this year, I got 65 letters there and cards for my birthday. And I just can't get them all answered. I guess you're not supposed to, somebody told me. And then I never knew that people, they just have been so good to me. I just can't believe that many people would take the time to give me birthday cards and Christmas cards. And to me it was just unreal. And yet I thank God for it, because it made my day. And so and there are a lot of people that a letter, nobody realizes what a letter might mean if you went to the mailbox sometime. And so that I think of people that are alone, and I'll drop them a line sometime, and just so that they get some mail. And that's better than a gift.
Yeah.
Put near, because you go to the mailbox, nobody had a letter. But if I could put a little letter in there, so I try to buy stamps. I do. I go and get a bunch of stamps, and I keep writing little notes to people. And this is the people we were with today. I wrote them a letter that meant a lot to them. Or how would they have ever came, and here she came bringing flowers from the funeral, from their boy, and then invited me to their home when they had all their family. And I didn't know these people or never heard of them. So you don't have to be a close friend to somebody to make a friend. And that was what I found out with that. Because today you'd have thought that we were this close. And I didn't know if I'd know them today. And there she ran up, "Oh, I know you were here." There they grabbed me like as though that, and I didn't know whether that was them or not yet. So it doesn't have to be this kind of a thing, to be that kind of a thing. It just doesn't. So it makes me feel good at night if I have had a day that this was a beautiful day, and then I sure feel better. And I know that everybody's going to suffer in some way in their life. It may not be from what everybody else had or whatever, but we all are going to be gone one of these days, and have to suffer a little bit to do that. And we want to do the best we can while we're here. And you're doing a very nice job. You're doing the best you can. I can tell that. So that's why I love you, dear.
Oh, well, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now let's see. Did you ever get a picture of this thing?
Which thing?
That sweater.
Oh, it's on there. Oh, you want a photograph? Is that what you mean?
Uh-huh.
You want a photograph? Okay. I can get you a photograph of that.
Oh, and don't do that if you've got the other. That's
I thought
fine.
you meant it was on a video.
Huh?
I've
Oh,
got
no.
it on this video.
Well, that's okay. But I guess I just thought that I was waiting here posing for the picture,
No,
and
no,
I
let's
said to
go.
myself, but don't do it, honey, if you're not fixed for it.
No. See, these don't have film anymore. Film's a thing of the past.
Oh,
They have, they're digital now.
okay.
So it's not like, oops, what did I have here? Come on. There we go. Here, now you. Who gave you the shirt again?
Hmm?
Who gave you the sweater?
Did what?
Who gave you the sweater?
Oh, the wife of the young fellow that used to be a bank examiner for the government.
Oh, yeah?
And he got so acquainted with me when he broke his leg here in Manhattan, and I fixed his they had cast, and he's ready to leave Manhattan, and the cast, his pants wouldn't go on, so I had to put in zippers clear up the legs for him. His wife brought it to me, and so he was able to leave, and that has been oh my goodness, 40. What do we know? I don't know. Yeah, but maybe even 50 years, not quite, that I met them, and as time went on, he has always called me Mom then. So I'm Mom to it. He'll tell Jack, he does email with Uncle Jack then, or my brother, and they email, and they really only just met once and didn't know each other hardly. But the funny part of it is that he'll email Jack and say, be sure to tell Mom hello from me. And he calls me Mom. And so his wife then sent me, she picked it out because he's sick now. And so he picked it out, and or she did, and sent it to me for my birthday, but I have never wore it anywhere yet. Here, that was in January. I should have been wearing it all winter, but I just kept putting it off till I got a picture of it. And now I got a picture. Okay. So, anyhow, but it's different. I never saw such a wild sweater. Huh?
Is that beads? Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's beads all over it. So, now, let's see.
You wouldn't want to throw it in the wash, would you?
Huh?
You wouldn't want to throw it in the dryer, would you?
I didn't hear you.
You wouldn't want to throw it in the dryer, would you?
No, I don't think so. I'd probably be afraid to even wash it for fear it falls apart. Maybe.
Fall apart, yeah.
But anyhow, I've got to wear it I've never wore it out the door yet.
Oh, yeah.
So I just decided today, when you said something about a picture, I've got to get a picture of this and send it to them so they know that I am wearing my sweater. That I will feel better about. So, let's see, what did you do with the boy's picture? Did you get it?
It's over there.
Okay, or did you want it?
I just, you talking about that one, yeah, I'm just going to borrow it and then bring it back next time I come up.
That you what, honey?
Next time I come up, I'll borrow it. I'll bring
Oh,
it back.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Here,
I'll take it. You got it?
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean, yeah. You have to, you kind of give me a little idea of what, I'm to tell the story of how I met him? Huh?
Well, there's the time that you were watching the
ball
game. Yeah. You
Okay.
watched the game.
All right.
Tell me about that, watching the game.
Okay. Well, I hope this is going to be right. Shall I rerun it?
What do you mean, rerun it?
Well, shall I tell you first if I know what I'm doing?
Just go ahead and just start talking.
Okay, just start talking. Well, we were still over in the other house. And now shall I start?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we had been in our house, and I was there alone, and I decided to watch the basketball game because I love to play basketball. So the game was really good, and so as I sat there and I got so excited, I started crossing my fingers so tight, and then I yelled and yelled, and nobody's in the room but me. And I tell you what, finally the game was over, and I knew that it had been a wonderful game. Well, that was fine that night, and the next morning, when I got up, I said to myself, my gosh, I would have sure made a funny picture on a movie. To watch that lady in there holding her hands so tight and yelling so loud all by herself, that I decided to write a letter to the coach. He was new in Manhattan. So I wrote to Jim Woolridge and told him, "What a good game you had last night, and have you ever wondered what a great-grandmother does when she gets so excited that she crosses her fingers so tight that she yells so loud and nobody's there but herself?" I thought that maybe I could write him a letter and just explain this to him, that it really was a good game. So, a couple days later, I get a phone call. The phone call said, "Is this Mrs. Sedlogic?" And I said, "Yes, it is." "Well, this is Jim Woolridge, and I wanted to ask you, do you care if I come to see you?" And I said, "No, I really don't." "Okay, thank you." And then that day, he came to my door, and he came and said, he's holding a basketball game with all the boys' names on it, and said, "I brought this just for you." And I could not believe this. And so, anyway, Jim Woolridge, I told him, well, that was the best game that I had ever watched. And he turned out to be very friendly. He and his family with me, they came to visit me. And when they left Manhattan, he and his wife came a couple times up to my apartment to tell me goodbye. And so I wish him all the luck in the world. So that was it. What about that?
Yeah, that's neat.
Was that okay?
Yeah, that was fine.
Okay.
That was fine. And you have you heard from him lately, or?
Well, and I got 2 notes that he wasn't, of course, coaching, you know. He's working in a different thing there. And I didn't, you know, all of a sudden, I didn't want to write to him. Maybe that made a painful thought in his mind to hear back from Manhattan, because they were really disappointed what had happened. And I didn't want to, I said, somebody said, "Do you hear from Jim?" And I said, "Well, I don't expect to, because I am not writing." And I just like that, because I thought, maybe when I write, they think, what in the world? But I did tell him in the 2 letters that I had written that I want you to know Manhattan will love you. Good thing that happened at the right time. But wonder who this is. Okay. Hello? Yes. Well,
I don't know, general things like, I don't know what,
oh, I can do this.
okay.
I can say that. Well, now that the basketball and football games are ending, I can finish up my letter writing that I've been behind, and I will let all of you say that I want to write to you first. Well, not, I shouldn't have put it like that.
Say it, so say it again. Say
Can
what
I
you,
say
how
it
did
again?
you really want to say it? Say
No,
it again.
it didn't sound right.
Okay, say it again.
Let's see. Now that the basketball and football games are ending, I don't care for baseball too much. So now maybe I'll go out and walk in the yards and look at their pretty flowers. And this will be a nice summer then. How's that?
Okay,
Okay. That'll put a little ending to it.
okay.
Okay. I'm not very good at giving speeches, because I know I wouldn't be good at that. But then that'll put it, you know, I like that better than just
So
like
you're
that.
saying that with the football season being over this year, your basketball season's still got about another week or two. And well, K-State actually might make the
They could.
big dance this year.
I know, I've been reading, like today I read more about them, and you never know. It could, boy, I do like this yet.
Yeah.
When I'm sitting there. I even put my radio and the TV both on. And when I do that, I can, they explain it, one of them explains it better than the other, and yet I'm getting it a little better. So if I sit over there, then I have my radio on and the TV going.
Oh, you like the radio version better?
Yeah, because they'll explain it better, then I can see better. What I meant was, I understand it then.
Can you watch the TV with your glasses?
Well, yeah, and I have to because the double vision it comes out on the wall over there.
So what did they do to your eye? I forgot. They did some kind of operation on this eye over here, didn't they?
No, what I had was, it was under the eyes. They took off whatever it is, on both of them. And,
Not
whatever.
cataracts.
Huh?
Not cataracts.
Yes. And so both the cataracts were to be removed because then they blind you part of the time. And not blind you, but you can't see as well. So the eye doctor said the cataracts should be removed. So then when I went to the lady doctor that does all these cataracts, and I got home here after the surgery, I was in the hospital, and Jack brought me home from the hospital, and I was in there laying, and when I opened my eyes about a day later, and everything I had in the house was double, scared me to death. And I don't know, but not everybody gets that.
So it happened just after the cataract?
Yeah. Just had my cataracts removed, and then this happened. And up until then, I had no idea that there was anything going to happen. And so now, I said, I put in your wished I had left the cataracts in there, but they said that they slow down your eye. I mean, they'll clear that stuff off. I don't know. I don't think they can show it to you because it's a thin stuff that they bring out. And but she did that, and then when I had the problem, I went back several times, and they were doing this and that and stuff, and they told me that it would take a long time for me to get over it, and so now what that means I don't know, but I did go then to another eye doctor, the one that had the Mary that had the cancer here on her eye. I went to her doctor, and so that's when I came up with the new eye doctor thing that I have, and I'm getting better. This doesn't, at first I made me so nervous to see my walls over here moving all the time, because there's 2 lamps and 2 clocks and everything, and I look at this chair had part of it over there, and this one always had another part of this one over there. They're there yet, but what I do now is ignore them. You can just stay there. I just do this and you're gone. If I cover one eye, it's gone.
The enemy disappears.
Yeah, disappeared. So, and I don't want them to operate if I can help it, because maybe they'd take my sight all away. So I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Did they say there's something they could do to operate to fix it?
I don't know. I don't think so. I wouldn't want them to operate unless it's actually very urgent that it be done, because then I might lose all sight. So I'm just hoping that I can get everything all put together here, and that I can kind of keep going, doing my thing, and but we will see. Just have to kind of see. And well, I guess I better what was I going to do?
All right, come here.
What, you see a light sleeping? 'Cause I think it was just the light coming on.
Yeah, I think it was. Ooh, look at that.
How are you, huh? You like the candy,
Go rock her
don't
in the
you?
chair, dear. Do you like your baby sister?
Do
Yeah?
you hold her?
Do you get to hold her sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, with some help. Not by herself. What's baby sister's name?
Araya.
Yeah, Awaya.
Who is it? Hey, we got some eyes open.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. She says you woke me up.
How long has she been sleeping?
Not too long, and she's kind of tired because
Oh.
we're telling